Dear future Enoch, I've always been the good kid growing up. I never stayed out past curfew. I was never in a position where my parents didn't know where I was. I mostly stayed out of trouble, save for a few incidents of detention and throwing rocks one time. And I was home every day in time for meals. The trick to all that was just mostly being at home all the time, and that's where I spent most of my childhood. At home. I mean, home is where the heart is, and home is where you go when you want to stay out of trouble, because if you're at home, you're mostly out of trouble. But now I kind of regret being that good kid who was home all the time. In fact, looking back, now that I'm 24, I realized that most of the time I spent at home was time wasted. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not saying that everybody should go out to be the bad kid that I never was. But I will say that my tendency to stay at home all the time made me very reluctant to go out and take risks, very reluctant to go out and make new experiences, to meet new friends, to be able to live life to the fullest. Home is a part of your life, it shouldn't be the part of your life. And the problem I had with growing up was that home was the place where I lived. I basically didn't live anywhere else. Anytime I went out of the house, I was always looking forward to the time I came back. So one thing that I tried doing more during my university years was getting out of the house more. Being more willing to take risks, being more willing to get out of the house, being more willing to step out of my comfort zone and possibly get yelled at. Not by the cops, but by my own parents. During the summer of 2020, I met a lot of new friends in my own neighborhood, and I would often stay out very late into the evenings talking with them, being with them, hanging out with them, and getting their photos. I still have a lot of the photos that I took during that time, and they mean a lot to me. But the thing is, in order to get those photos and those memories, I had to sort of be late for dinner, and it wasn't a daily occurrence, but it was often enough that my mom wasn't too pleased with that. But honestly, I don't regret any of it. I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't that I enjoyed rebelling against authority. Rather, it was the memories I was making, the experiences I was having, the friends I was making. I was never much of an evening person growing up, so being able to enjoy the evenings was new to me. Now, of course, my mom is never happy when I'm late for a meal, breaking with the good kid vibe that I've had for a very long time. And I'm not saying that everybody should go out and not show up for dinner or always be late all the time and diss their parents. But in my situation, I realized that staying at home too much was sort of costing me my life. It was costing me my childhood. It was costing me my better years. I mean, right now I'm looking back at my childhood and there's nothing but regret. Regret for not doing more, regret for not making the most out of my years, regret for staying at home all the dang time. In the long run, a missed meal is not that big of a deal. But a missed opportunity is one that you might never get back ever again. I currently live with the regret of 1,000 missed chances to go out and do something exciting and memorable. Skills I could have learned, friends I could have made, memories I could have cherished. As a child, I would have traded these away for being home on time, for a meal. An evening meal that I would eat every day anyways. An evening meal that I wouldn't even remember what I ate during. I really should have gone out and grabbed those opportunities more, even if it meant coming home late at night to a cold meal or having to skip a meal of mom's cooking to do so. Because right now, I regret the missed opportunities more than having to eat cold leftovers. Future Enoch, I'll see you next week.